Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be your daily tarot and astrology reading for Thursday, September 26th of 2024. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, trusting that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful week so far. Let's go ahead and hop into today's video, see what the cards are saying, seeing what the planets are doing, so we can see how you can be better prepared to navigate these celestial energies. I have the Knight of Pentacles upright. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, showcasing the white buffalo, which is a good omen in Native American culture. This is definitely speaking to, when you have knights, I think of action. And of course, with this pentacles, this brings about this deeper spiritual quality where our sense of self-worth and our sense of value comes from something that is not necessarily, it's material, but it's not like traditional like money. It's not traditional things that we would think of in terms of value. It is this spiritual essence. It is this unique energy. The white buffalo, it's a very rare energy. So whenever I see this, and of course the drums deals with the rhythm, this is about going to the beat of your own drum and realizing your unique power that you bring to the table, right? I also have this followed by the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you may be dealing with water signs today, either Cancer, Scorpios, or Pisces. But I feel like this Queen of Cups in reverse, definitely just be wary of just emotions in general today. Especially with this being a queen, this is like the emotions of someone that has a decent amount of power or is in a position of power. Maybe they're not going to be feeling it all the way. Maybe they're going to be a little bit off their game. I think this is something that we need to take into consideration and realize that, hey, we need to really tap more into our sense of self-worth, our sense of value, and not outsource, the need, not outsource our happiness to those that we feel are in a position of power, or outsource our happiness to, you solve my problems. This is very much so like, what can you do about your situation, and not outsourcing the solution to somebody that you don't even know. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. You don't even know. Now, of course, we do have that moon in Cancer that's going to be finishing up in Cancer. But before it does that, it does make a square over to Chiron, of course, that happens rather early in the morning. It will make a nice little sextile over to Uranus here at 26 degrees as well. Uranus, which has been at 27 degrees since the beginning of September, finally shifts back to 26 degrees. So we see that sextile, that moon, of course, in Cancer, having us reacting and responding to more Cancerian-like things. Our home, sanctuary, our childhood, family-like matters, familial ties, kinship, just emotions in general. Even past life stuff can come up here. And with the sextile over to Uranus, there's an opportunity to connect to other people that maybe we would initially think that we don't have the same values, or this could be people that are maybe outside of our normal sphere that maybe do share some values. This is about the common good for humanity, ultimately, that I see here. It's about the common good, because Uranus definitely deals with things that are out there and a little bit more unique. But in Taurus, it's about what are the things that unite us as people, the things that unite us as humanity. So this can be a great opportunity for you to be able to find common ground with someone that you feel like there is not common ground there, right? That's really what this is all about. But if we get too caught up in the Queen of Cups in reverse kind of energy, we can try and force things to want to look a certain way emotionally, or, we may feel like something may be a little bit off. This is about recognizing the good omens that are coming with that Knight of Pentacles, the warrior riding on top of the white buffalo. Of course, we do also have Mercury shifting into Libra today, so Mercury is now in an air sign, but it does lose a little bit of its power because it does traditionally rule the sign of Virgo, right? So Mercury now moves into Libra, so we get this injection of this fresh energy. So now we are going to be communicating and thinking a lot more about balance, harmony, fairness, and relationships. That's where our minds are going to be on a lot more. Of course, we're going to see this moon as well shift into Leo. It's also going to lose a little bit of its power. So we have two planets that were in home signs, that were in home signs that now shift and will lose a little bit of that steam, if you will. But of course, what's interesting during this is the fact, oh, let's see, hold on, yeah, I thought I was going to show it, but it did not. Hold on, let me, I thought I was going to show my, my application capture. There we go. Of course, what is interesting throughout this is the fact that we will see Saturn, which was originally in the negatives, now go positive, and it's tied with Mercury at +2 the moment that that moon shifts into Leo and Mercury shifts into Libra. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out Cosmic Convergence for this week, A Time to Listen. I go much more in depth on this transition from Saturn being in the negative to going positive, and how this is a time where we need to keep our ears open and our hearts open and to have an open mind, because our perceptions are being challenged, and this is a time to listen and not try and overtalk or overspeak or overstand another person. This is a time of compassion and trying to learn something and not thinking that we have all the answers. Right, so now let me move this a little bit back here. So I do feel like this Thursday, and of course before the moon even does that, it is going to try Neptune, it's going to oppose Pluto before going to Leo, right? So there's definitely this feeling where it's like, you know, if things are uncomfortable, we can definitely feed more into our delusions. We can definitely feed more into fantasies that make us feel a little bit more comfortable. But then it opposes Pluto. So it's like the moment that we try and feel better about something, if we want to try and avoid the discomfort, we immediately get hit with that opposition to Pluto right before the moon goes into Leo. And it's like, yo, this is the reality of things. These are the things that are being revealed. And yes, it may be uncomfortable, it may be deep, but we have to deal with these things right here, right? So Thursday's going to be a day where we kind of have to take it in. We have to take it in chunks, take it kind of moment by moment. There's definitely, you know, I would say the best way to do it is to tap more into that Knight of Pentacles, taking the slow, measured approach, not feeling the need to rush into things. Out of all the Knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the most methodical. The Knight of Swords is the fastest. The Knight of Wands is definitely the most passionate. And the Knight of Cups is definitely much more emotional and guided by their heart and going for the Holy Grail and going for what they believe in is very idealistic. The Knight of Pentacles takes a much more measured approach. What I love about this card, like I said, not only does it show the white buffalo, but it's also showing them kind of running through a storm. So it lets me know that even in the midst of storms, we can find our power and we can find that thing that will exalt us. And I think this comes down to like really trusting and believing in what we are able to bring to the table. Even in the thick of the storms, we can find that slow and measured approach to make it out, right? So, final card I have is the Ace of Bones, or the Ace of Wands in reverse. Like I said, I think the power is there. I think the magic is there. But this is going to come down to whether or not we can, you know, slow down, take in information, consider things, and not try and like super press the issue, not try to overstep, not try to overtalk anybody, but to actually kind of just be open and receive the messages that come in. I feel like that this week, especially the first few days of this week, it's definitely going to be about being open to receiving the messages from the universe and seeing what is being told and how we are being guided. I drew two cards here. I have the Divine Masculine and Cosmic Flower. Divine Masculine and Cosmic Flower. Just energetically, the way that I'm feeling this, it's like this could be a moment, it's going to sound weird, but this can be like a moment that can maybe birth new ideas, new possibilities, new ways of thinking. I think of the Divine Masculine, I think of the Cosmic Flower as like this thing that's kind of, you know, coming forward and just like opening up. The frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So there's this element of kind of going back to basics, kind of tapping more into that spiritual warmth, that spiritual essence, the originality, the original code, kind of tapping more into that. And the divine masculine, of course, is having us wanting to step more into that role where we can be responsible, we can be, step more into that divine masculine energy, but also having compassion, having grace on ourselves, having grace on others. Because yes, this is very much so moment to moment energy, right, that we are in right now. So trying to have all the ideas, trying to have everything figured out, it's going to drive you nuts. It's going to drive you crazy. Thinking about all these hypotheticals. That's what the Queen of Cups in reverse is doing. Is thinking about all of these hypotheticals. Slow it down. Have a more methodical approach. And realize that you are being guided by your ancestors, God, Spirit. And that you, in many ways, are that white buffalo. That unique, amazing omen, that beautiful omen that, it's just already a miracle that you're even here in the first place, right? Of all the sperm that could have met with that egg and then caused that supernova energy, you were the one that made it. So it's like you already succeeded in many ways. Now it's time for you to step more into that energy. That's going to do it for your daily tarot and astrology reading for this Thursday, September 26th. I trust that this message will assist you on your journey today. If you did enjoy this video, definitely would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you like this video, you share this video with your friends, family, and those that you feel like that this could benefit. But you all take care, stay blessed, have a wonderful Thursday. Like I said, check out Cosmic Convergence, A Time to Listen. I did film that earlier today. It was definitely a good one. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Of course, I live here in the Atlanta metro area. We have that hurricane that's coming up through, so hopefully we don't lose power. But if we do, I guess I'll let you know. So, or I'll figure something out. But just know that if for some reason a video doesn't come out tomorrow or the next day, it's probably because I lost power. So, but anyways, y'all take care. Stay blessed. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.